everyone, Dan here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review and let's talk about the series Dark Spaces Wildfire. This is an IDW 5-issue comic series. They published this back in 2022. This is written by Scott Snyder with art by Hayden Sherman, colors by Rhonda Pattinson. This series itself is part of Scott Snyder's Dark Spaces anthology series, which explores a lot of different stories. I'll definitely be talking more about those on the channel because I've been reading a bunch of them. I think I only need to read one more to have read all these, but this was part of IDW Originals. Like they were planning to launch a just series with creators behind them and do and tell these really cool stories. But this one is set up against the backdrop of the Arroyo Fire in California. The narrative follows a group of female inmates who are participating in the firefighter program. Due to recent events in real life, you're probably a little bit more familiar with the inmate firefighting program. 6 weeks into this battle of the blazing fire, the crew faces a decision where one of the members proposes a heist targeting an abandoned mansion following belonging to a former associate. And the story just kind of delves into, will they do this? Will they want to get back together? I think the series has a lot of really cool, compelling characters. Everyone on the fire crew has their own role that they play in the story, including Ma, who is the person from the prison who is in charge of overseeing the group and this program. I think that Scott Snyder does a really good job at exploring the characters, the relationships, the reality of their situation, and also the decisions that put them where they are in that moment. I think Scott Snyder is very good at opening up with this really interesting mystery or an answer or a premise, and then kind of going back and rerouting, double backing to make sure to see, like, let's see how we got there, let's see if this is truly what it seems to be. This is definitely a bit of a mystery and it's a bit of a heist, so it's kind of both things. um, it's got a lot of comedic moments for something that's, the subject matter can be a little bit more tense and a little bit more serious. There's actually a lot of moments of levity thrown in here. I think that Hayden Sherman, one of the things that, as I've read a lot of his work recently, he's very good at coming up with distinct character designs where characters are recognizable. You're able to follow them in a, especially in a book like this that has the same a lot of the same colors and textures because of the fire and the way that the light and everything works in a book like this. You're still able to follow who each of the characters are and how distinct they look. So I really like that. I've been seeing that a lot in Sherman's work as I've kind of really have been reading a lot of his stuff, not only his new ongoing stuff like Wonder Woman or like the Absolute Wonder Woman stuff, but just revisiting some of his older work. So that's very, very cool. I really, really like this story. I remember reading the first issue when it originally came out, and I knew in my mind that this is something that I would want to revisit. It took a little longer to go back and revisit it than probably it should have, but there's so many comic books out there. But yeah, I just got into this mood of like, it's time for me to check out all these Dark Spaces books. And I really, really recommend you check this one out. I think there are some really cool visuals where you're in the forest, right, and you see half of it being consumed by fire, and this other half just like thriving naturally the way it's supposed to. And then the decisions of these characters, the conflicts that they get into. Like I said, there's a lot of moments of fun, but then once the other shoe hits the floor, like you're really in for a ride, and things move very, very quickly. So I really, really enjoyed it. It's a fun mystery. It's a really cool thrill of just like exploring these stories. So I think both the team just does such a good job of presenting this narrative. Uh, I think overall this was well received from what I can see online. Just highlighting things like, it's a great opening. It was a great opening series for these dark spaces, where it really lends you to want to follow the rest. So I'm definitely gonna do more videos for some of the other Dark Spaces books. Make sure to stay tuned for that. I believe some of these were even being developed into live action series of some sort. So that'll be fun to see if that's something that kind of came through and is still happening. But if you have read this book, let me know, what did you think of Dark Spaces Wildfire. And as always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here on the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye bye.